Cameo.
You got mentioned on Joe Rogan recently, I think by Shane Gillis. What's your reaction to that? Because I have a question that leading up to what you just mentioned about Joe Rogan in regards to getting rug pulled.
Very highly honored. I mean, I think Shane's probably the funniest person alive right now.
Yeah.
And he's like a cool guy also. And obviously Joe's like a super important person. So
what I was going to say to your point about like being rug pulled, because I agree, there's definitely to that extent. Do you think Joe Rogan could ever get rug pulled?
I think that at his level, he's got people trying to rug pull him in different ways.
But like you could just take Joe Rogan off of Spotify or
did you get kicked
YouTube.
off of YouTube? Is that what you're saying?
We got kicked off YouTube, yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with this whole story. So you got kicked off for anti-Semitic comments?
Something like that, yeah.
What did you get kicked off of YouTube for?
I can't even remember. I honestly can't remember why we got kicked off YouTube. It was.
But you got like 3 strikes and all that?
It was years ago. Yeah, we got three strikes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we might have had 2 channels that got yanked.
And you can't. Well, you have YouTube channels still, so they still allow it to be up there.
They do now. Yeah, it's different. I mean, Susan whatever her name is, she's dead. There's different people there.
So they allow you to be on YouTube now.
It's different people. It's a different time. Yeah, nothing that I say is like fucking like super mode.
Right.
It's pretty basic bitch. Like if you're white, have some self-respect. Stop fucking being a faggot.
Yeah.
Type thing.
I get it. So but you think Joe has people trying to pull him in directions?
Yeah. Anybody at that level who's saying anything that's off the script is going to have people fucking with him. Joe's probably got people that want him dead for talking about COVID stuff.
Well, I feel like that stuff has gotten like it got okay to even speak on the negative viewpoint, like how terrible of a fucking
Yeah, we all realized that there was a lot of
was.
fuck ups during COVID.
Yeah. Like they came back and were like, oh, this is actually good for you, and this isn't just a horse dewormer and all these different things. Like when it was happening, I remember he's on CNN trying to make him look like a crazy person.
Yeah, they made him blue.
And he said he's encouraging people to take horse dewormers. But it's also been used in humans for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And that's the thing of all this that just sucks, I think, right? Because you ask about certain things that I can or can't say. Yeah, there are definitely conversations that like I kind of like try to either avoid or I try to have in ways that as tactfully as I can. But it's definitely an interesting space now because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Where you specifically mentioned like the stuff in Israel, and it's like you can't even say that this is a genocide, or you can't say that it's like even a terrible thing in some people.
Yeah, you can't even say it's bad.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You got to be like, this is just.
It's interesting because it's there's nothing in me like that does not like Jewish people. Like I have tons of Jewish friends. I don't mind it at all. And to talk about something that's happening just in jest, and you don't talk about it the way I think like they want you to sort of talk about it, you get labeled in a way that's like, oh, you just don't like Jewish people. It's like, well, that's not true. But there are sort of things that happen geopolitically that I kind of don't always speak about. Number one, because I also don't know enough about the whole thing. Because this is a thing that, if we're talking about the thing in Israel and in Gaza, is like that has been a feud for a long time, a very long time. Yeah, it's been a thing. It's been an issue for a while, right? But what lately do you think it just only happened in what?
So I don't care, and I'm not going to look into it. However, I saw one video of those like open air prisons where they pack in Palestinian people.
Yeah,
there were Jews having a barbecue outside this internment camp deliberately so that the smell of the food would make these starving Palestinian people hungry. And I saw that and I decided, you know what? I don't need to know about 6,000 years of history. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'll make up my mind and I'll play fucking Counter-Strike with the rest of my time. The free time I just earned.